yeah, I'm really excited. The facilities, the staff, I've heard a lot of good things and wonderful things about the staff and the club, and yeah, I'm excited to get started. After having a conversation with Andy, Rebecca, Binay and obviously Daniel, yeah, it's been vital for me to understand the depths of the club and where they want to go with the women's team, and since I've been here now I've understood that clearly, and I think the thing that really draws me to it is more the opportunity to be able to take the team forward. I see a lot of opportunity within the playing group, opportunity off the pitch with the resources we have available and the infrastructure, and hopefully we can take the steps we want to take and move closer to our ambitions. We want to be a team that controls the game with the ball more importantly. I know it's a cliche, but a real possession-based game, but more forward thinking with a purpose, attractive with the ball that keeps people on the edge of the seats. Yeah, with a lot of variation and tactical flexibility. But when we don't have the ball, we're relentless and really dangerous to make sure we can win the ball back at the earliest opportunity. When I first started, I was playing when I was younger, then coached in Everton with the boys academy, and then moved over to the women's team as the assistant manager, and had a really good ground in there as a coach. Moved to Liverpool as the technical director of the women's team and overseeing the youth setup, and created a real strong technical program in place to enable those players to develop and see a pathway into senior football. And then went to Manchester United under Casey Stoney and had a wonderful time there over 3.5-4 years. Really found myself as a coach and really got a feeling for wanting to be a head coach. And then my journey took me to my last destination, which was Bran, and yeah, that was a wonderful opportunity for me to go into management for the first time. A wonderful club, a really big city with a big heart, and someone that gave me the opportunity that I've been wanting. And now since then we've had a lot of success there in Bran, and we've developed a lot of players, been in the Champions League and being competitive in League and Cup, and I think that when the opportunity come now to move to Tottenham, I think after speaking with the club, I think it was very important for me to consider it. I think it was the right step for me to come here. When you play the likes of Lyon and Barcelona, the pedigree and individual capacity that those players have, who are world stars and role models to a lot of players, yeah, it was incredible for me as a coach to stand on a touchline and see that firsthand, but also come up against some of the best coaches in Jonathan and Sonia at that time, where they've been renowned for bringing success to those teams in European football, and that gives me the motivation and edge to want to be better. But also now while I'm here at Spurs, hopefully we can take that energy and experience into the club here. I don't want to turn up here and just take part in it. I want to make sure we can take over and we can win and we can be competitive, and more importantly, we're here to win as a club. We're not here just to turn up, and I want to make sure that's very clear from the outset, from staff and players and from a club perspective, that we push, and more importantly, we want to be in more of those moments more often, and I believe the team can and the club can. We just need to get it right first of all and get the foundation right inside, and once we get that and we get the players in a good space, so hopefully we can have more of those days. My time here I've spent in the league through the clubs I've been at has given me a good understanding. I know the league's took steps there while I've been away the last 2 years, but I've been watching with a close eye, and hopefully now coming back with more experience as a head coach, more knowledge, more understanding and more experience. Hopefully I can bring that to the team and the club, and we can take the right steps. We need to make sure that not just the style of play, but the infrastructure and framework is keyed around the players' strengths, and if we do that, we become hard to beat. More importantly, we want to defend, which is something we have to ingrain. We'll be a tough team to play against, and I know when I've played against Tottenham before, the ingrained values of commitment, hard work, dedication, courage, we need to make sure that they're ingrained in this team every single day, whether that's on the pitch or within training, and I'll make sure that happens. It's a wonderful team. You've got a really good balance between youth players and experienced players, and we just need to make sure we find the right balance within the team when we're playing. Give them confidence, give them belief, motivate them to make mistakes and be brave, but play a really dynamic and attacking based game, that not just for the playing squad, but more for the fans and the community that they can get on board with. And the more we do that, the more backing we get. Probably the fans play a huge part in the development of the team and the progress of the team, and if we can get them on board and bring them closer to us, I feel they can play a key part in the success moving forward. I want to make sure that every player has the confidence and belief to go on the pitch, but when they go on there, they can play with freedom. Really high emphasis on the technical side of the game and the tactical side of the game, giving them more the tools and the capacity to be able to perform at the top level. Refining their games individually is a big part of my thing. Individual development and team development is big, and I'm really a big believer on if you get the development and performance right, the results will follow. And when we're doing that, we need to be consistent. We need to have an environment that is based on the core values of the club, making sure that the players understand the expectations of them when they're representing the club, which I know they will. And can we push some boundaries a little bit further with the group to make sure that we can close the gap, but also we can be close to the teams up and around the top of the table. my previous experience I've just had now in Norway, the connection between club and city was really big, and I know how passionate the fans are here, and I want to make sure that we can bring them closer, engage with them a lot more, and more not just from a local perspective but from a global perspective. How can we bring the fan base closer to us and attract new fans, motivate more people, but more importantly engage young girls and boys to want to participate in football, whether that's now or in the future. And the more we do that, I think it'll help us generate, more importantly, a talking point and an energy around the team. I think it'll be very important for me to walk out as the head coach of the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, to represent the team more importantly, but also for where we want to go. I think we want to play more games there in the future, and more importantly, if we can leave a good account of ourselves when we're there, I think we'll definitely attract more fans, and that'll give us the opportunity to play there more often. Yeah, I can't wait to get started now, and hopefully it's the start of a really successful and positive part of the Tottenham Women's next step.